I'll have 68. That's enough for a phone, hopefully. And bed.
Good morning, good morning. I think we're live. Sorry, since they took away, like, what was it? The call thing that they used to do in Gmail and Google. The Google calls. You could just connect through that. Every now you got to use, like, outside streaming software and connect it with keys, and it's a pain. So I will sit here and I will chill and I will wait for one or two people to show. Give it a few minutes. Oh, never mind. Dog lover's here. Good morning, dog lover. How are you? Happy Saturday. We got ourselves a house full of guests. We're not even guests anymore. I have kidnapped Lilith and CJ Elf. You come to my house and then you're never allowed to leave. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Got a good night's sleep. I had some fun last night.
Hey, come back.
Until he totally kidnapped. Totally. Chained to the table.
Hold on.
Help.
CJ's getting her own cage. I mean bedroom. So we're doing well. You'll have to go outside. Yeah, I mean, I can leave someone in charge of the stream. Do you want me to go outside with you?
I don't know where it is.
Okay. Yeah, she's in the walls for once. I said she's going to get her own cage.
Just put onion stuff in there. Just like shove it.
Get like a little, like just put the hole in the wall. Throw food in.
Are you at the mailbox?
It's like,
Fish
what are
heads.
you?
Fish heads and weirds.
Where are you?
Don't worry, everyone's cage will have a door that you can unlock yourselves. I won't actually keep them here against their own free will. Unfortunately, that really is against the law. But no, they are here now. For good. Lilith is now my adopted sister. I, for once, have a sister, and I am very, very happy about this. And the CJ is now my daughter. And I've been introducing them both as such now. My They are actually siblings, so like this really messes up the family tree. I mean, I haven't gotten a story in months. Lilith, just saying. I think it's funny. I'll just give the puppy dog eyes. You know that works on me, damn it. That's not fair. See, that's like unlawful warfare. War crimes. Puppy dog eyes aren't allowed. You have to be a monster to like ignore puppy dog eyes. Sorry. I didn't lock me in his basement for writing. Someday, Lilith. Someday I'll deny you everything you water, bread.
Where are you driving?
Poor Pockets, she's trying to do her business, and actually, for me, which helps everybody, but for me, she's kicking ass. So she is here, but she's currently busy. Give nitrous, please. See?
The pickle has finally started.
And she's always surrounded by cats. And she's like the cat whisperer. Always surrounded by cats. Even my cat. She's stolen Raver.
No, she hasn't.
Traitor. I know she hasn't. I'm just playing. He's my cat. He just knows that CJ likes kitty cuddles. He usually sleeps out here on her bed. So, yeah, everybody's here. Everybody has animals to play with. Nobody's actually locked up anywhere.
I'm headed outside right now.
I'm gonna just step away for a minute and just see my wife not get kidnapped. So I'll be right back because she's meeting somebody for stuff. I've seen serial killer nerds. So my wife has been running a Facebook marketplace business, and it's been working out actually really well. I'm very proud of her for it. The only problem is that she randomly has to meet shady people outside my house. I mean, this guy, he's clean cut. Librarian glasses.
I think this is so cute how she's got a little tiny bent
I
ear.
think my biggest fear is that she might go with him willingly.
Huh?
So I think my biggest fear is that she might go with this dude willingly. Tall, dark, handsome. Damn it. I didn't expect that. What an unforeseen turn of events. Yeah, I know. I heard that you guys had a ton of fun last night with everybody. I couldn't connect to VC, and by the time I was able to, I was deep into party mode. Okay, so what then? What are you going back to check out for? Cool. I think I have money now for a phone. Thank you.
Dude, I was taking the taco mac and cheese, and I mixed it in with salsa verde, and that salsa from the garden salsa. Holy shit! Should have put that shit in a taco shell. I was like, why don't I have a tortilla? I need a tortilla instead. A greenish blue Audi, honey. That was gray. Okay. With a black cloth top. Can't tell the color of your goddamn Mazda.
Yeah. You can ask me about Mr. Bear. Yeah, you can ask me something about Mr. Bear, for sure. I mean, I've always been kind of open about the topic.
Please rate me.
And good morning, Sleepy Dragon, as well. Actually, yeah, I had a lot of fun yesterday, too. And got some things accomplished, and everybody was actually like really happy, and we were just having just a great time. It was fun. But yeah, no, I'll always like, if someone has questions, I've always been open to like answer questions and stuff. I was just a little hesitant to redo the series, but I won't lie, I haven't actually narrated that story, and like I said, I haven't spoken that story out loud, read it out loud in like 7 years. I know the first one, the one I did last night, I've done that now 3 times, because on my old channel, I had a second generation reboot. That's actually the video from the second generation reboot. So obviously I put a new narration and stuff to it, but and then I re-uploaded it when this channel started. I just all the old videos, but not the narration. I took out the videos because I didn't want to, I don't know, somebody to get pissed off that I'm using their videos. Most of the stuff that I have in there anyway is like my actual evidence that, like, from me anyway. So oh, you got plans to watch the series? There is a completed series. It's a compilation video that's already up. It's been up. That's all the stories in order on the channel. And I think one of them I'm going to have to use the old narration. The Hidden Truth. I haven't been able to find it. I'll keep looking for it, but like I can't find it. I might have to reuse that narration. And I think the other one too, local television. Can't find that one either, but I'll try. Maybe I can. If I can, I'll re-narrate it. If not, I'm just gonna have to repost the old narration. And maybe just put up some new video in between, like the video evidence stuff that I put in. Yeah.
You still have all of those old videos?
Huh?
You still have all of those old videos? Yeah. You should send them to me.
I can do. They're in the cave. If you go to my Discord, there's one of the servers, the Cleaving Thought from Bone Discord. One of the channels in there underneath the campfire. It's like halfway down. You'll see it's the cave. If you go to the cave, the pin comment, the comment that's pinned up top, is a link to the Google Drive that has all those videos in order. So you can just watch. And it actually, they even have narrations of the original 1999 and stuff first. So you could like listen to 1999, get all the context of the story, like what's actually going on, and then listen to like everything that I've put up. Or there's a like I said, compilation video. I can send that to you. But yes, there's many versions. They're out there. But Sleepy Dragon said, "Aren't you scared of things escalating again after years of silence?" Absolutely. That is literally half the reason. One half is because Camden Lamont wanted me to take them down. He is the author of 1999. He never actually proved that the dude that contacted me, was Camden Lamont, but it happened right at the same time that everybody took the 1999 videos down. So, I'm sure it was.
We will be there, and we will take both for $25.
Okay.
That means that we may have $85.
Oreo, please stop screaming. Sorry about the cat in the background, but no, like that's half of it is because I didn't want to get in trouble for re-uploading these. I don't want Camden Lamont to think like I'm taking 1999 and stuff like that, and I can see his point, because before, when I came out with these stories, they were titled 1999 The Terrifying Truth, 1999 the Caledon Local 21 Profile, and stuff like that, and it was literally titling it the same thing that his was titled. Wasn't trying to steal his work, but like and again, I gladly would have credited him if he ever would have made himself known, but everybody just knew him as Elliot for like 4 or 5 years. I mean, you gotta remember, this was like a creepypasta thing that was taking place at the time of creepypastas. There's a lot of mystery and intrigue about it. But I do think that because this isn't really his story, it's again, 1999 is his story, but somebody pretending to be Mr. Bear is the same thing as someone pretending to be Slender Man. So you should be able to talk about a stalker that does these things. I'm gonna shut him up. He's gonna go outside. Come on, up. Yep, that's pretty well. There you go. Problem solved. So, I mean, yeah, I don't want to get in trouble for putting these up again. I don't want Camden Lamont to see me as riding off the coattails of his work. That's why I've retitled the series from 1999 blah 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 to The Terrifying Truth. My experiences with a creepypasta stalker. That's fair. And again, I'll mention the story here and there, and certain names here and there, but like that's why we'll just refer to Elliot as E. So I can try and distance these as much from 1999 as possible, even though my stalker took up the persona of Mr. Bear. So it's a very difficult road to travel. That's half the reason. The other half the reason is, yes, absolutely, I'm very hesitant about kicking up old shit and people reaching out to me and basically threatening my family and stuff like that. It's not something I'm really looking forward to go through again. But I know everybody really, really liked this series, if you want to call it a series. And, you know, there was a lot of real tension and trepidation when, you know, researching all this and trying to come up with stories, because I really wanted to do something that was real, that was truth. Everybody says this is a true story. I wanted to come out with some true shit. So, like, I don't know, I suffered for it, you know, and I'm not suffered, but like I feel I should be able to re-release it. It came out good because I don't know, realism. But everybody really did seem to like this series, documentary. Yes. I would listen, right? I can show you. But I would wait for the new videos because, like, Lilith is stating, like, it's not just the old narration I put up is my old narration all clipped together, all 10 videos, but it's just the narration. The video doesn't have any of, like, the video evidence, the emails, the videos that I found and spliced together and all this other stuff. That was in those original videos. It was all the evidence of the stuff that I was talking about. So I want to redo this series and put a new narration to it, but I'm gonna put in the old videos because the videos really also gave it a lot of substance. And again, I noticed last night that you guys noticed, you know, had a little bit more of it, had a different intro, like where I was actually like sitting there talking about this is me. I was a little hesitant to talk about this series. I changed the tense on things. Like back then, my daughters were this age and that age. I am going to be like trying to do that with all of these and kind of just like update them slightly for modern times. And each one's probably going to have a little bit like of a different intro, like an expose of where I was in this point in time, my mindset. So.
Here. Okay. Alright. Okay.
I don't believe anything would happen. I don't know if you ever caught the end of the series. Not too worried about it. But then again, I don't want to give much of the series away. But obviously, there's ways that things could be all stirred back up again. Do you need help, baby?
Especially if I start investigating.
No, CJ is just like, I'm gonna kill people. Marketplace people are here again. No, I mean, I haven't checked my email. So, I mean, that's a good idea. I can do that now. But it's only got 64 views. It's not like I put up No End House last weekend, and that's like almost at 700 views. This has 64 views. So, yeah, no, I've got no messages, no emails. We're good. So, I'm not too worried about it because, again, it's... Yeah, I mean, I'm also, even with the ending of how the series ended, I'm still a little skeptical. Because you know the evidence that I uncovered and the things that I pointed out. Like, it's not just...
I'm safe now.
This. It was like... I don't want to give away too much. I do mention it in the next video, which will be the Caledon Local 21 profile.
Motherfuckers. Laugh at me.
So I will touch base on it.
Pickle, you're sitting so sweet. Look at you, Pig.
But yeah, no weird emails. And it is titled differently now. I didn't put any kind of like tag words in the description or anything. So no one's going to punch in like $19.99 and find this video. So again, part of the reason. The only thing that concerns me is when I uploaded the original series as one long video, no one even looked at it. I mean, they looked at it, but like no one I don't really think was like, oh, the series. I put up this, just the thumbnail, in like within 10 minutes someone commented in the live chat section of the video place and were like, oh, you're doing your old Mr. Beer Experiences series again, huh? And it's not even like titled that way. So I think the thumbnail really helps give it away, especially for people that have not heard this, or that have heard the series before. Because they see that thumbnail, and again, for me, just like me, I'm not gonna lie, haven't spoken these words that I narrated and put out there last night. I haven't spoken them in 7 years. So going back and rereading this, putting it to the old video with the old evidence, and uploading it, not gonna lie, brings me right back there. And it's not all bad either. I made a lot of friends back then that are interested in the same things. It's when I actually started my YouTube channel, and my YouTube channel like started to really take off exponentially. My very, very first video I ever did, very first narration, was The Terrifying Truth, was the video I put up last night. I didn't even have a YouTube channel yet. There was no Sociopathic Pasta. My YouTube channel name was Sabian Lockhart. And that was the first story I put up. I had no idea how to edit a story. I had no idea how to turn the music down and the narration up. It was a fucking mess. It was horrible. But that was the first video that I put up. And it got 11,000 views. Bad. But everybody was like, yeah, you did great. Do more. And I think it's because, again, it was a true story. And then that's what kind of kicked off my YouTube channel. And I wanted to start writing and get better at narrating, whatnot. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe I was wrong on the. I might have been 1421 Heart Lake. I know it's Heart Lake Road, 14 something. I could have sworn it was 14. Might be 1428. Damn sure it's 1421. I deleted it out of the story and put redacted in there. So it might not be. But the picture's there. You saw the picture on Google Maps. If it says 1421 Heart Lake Road, that's 100%. Whatever the address is on the picture that's in the video last night, that's the address. That is the exact address that the dude punched in, and it brings up a place in Caledon, Ontario, and it's a daycare on the corner road of some fucking nowhere street with a desolate forest in the background. It's exactly the way it's described in Camden Lamont's story. So I can't help but to imagine that, like, he actually, like, found, like, a place and was like, oh, we'll just write about this place. Because that's really specific. But yeah, no, it was, putting that together last night and putting it up was like a time machine. It was like going back in time to 7 years ago, to like back when I first met Lilith. More than 7. The first time I read it, I mean, it took me right back to the beginning, man. That was, we're on season 6 now on this channel, and we were deep, almost on season 5 on my old channel. So 10, 11 years ago is when I wrote that story. I haven't spoken it out loud in 7, when I did the second generation reboot on my channel. King Spook read that story too on his channel. His channel's down right now, but he did that a long time ago, before Camden Lamont made everybody take all the 1999 videos down. So again, that's why I've changed the title. I'm kind of like working my way away from names. Might start calling Mr. Bear the man in the bear suit. You know what I mean? Just, again, distance the stories as much from that as possible and try and tell it as my own story, because that's what it is. I'm definitely not trying to like mess with like the original 1999. I love the story, and I think the author did an absolutely wonderful job that sparked everyone's curiosity for years. It was, a lot of people knew of that story as one of the creepiest and most mysterious stories that was out there. I might, but I got stuff to do once I'm off the stream. I got to get dressed. I got to go buy a phone. I got to get things cleaned up. I got to get a cup of tea.
Save it till after 12:30, because I'm gonna probably be getting 20 more bucks on top of that, and I just got $2 more.
Okay. Morning, Fuzzy. How are you? We've been discussing last night's story. Happy Sunday. Apparently that's the turn that Blood and Beans took today. Everyone is, and again, I will say this. Have I gotten any emails? Have I gotten anything from someone claiming to be Mr. Bear?
Yeah.
No. But since I put that story up yesterday, I've had a lot of comments like this. Like people on Discord or on my YouTube channel and stuff like that. Like, there is an interest there. There's no doubt about it. I put something up like this and everyone's like, oh, Mr. Bear. And I hope, yes, like, that nobody on the other side of that spectrum that is looking to have some fun creating psychological harm listens to that video. Because, yeah, having a stalker, that's how you know you made it in life, but it's also not as fun as you might think. That's a little disconcerting that they wiped that address off of the map. But that Google picture that I threw up, 100% was what came up when I punched in that address at the bar. That's why I took the screenshot and put it in the video. And like I said, I went to like my academic search databases back then and everything, and I couldn't even find an obituary for Caledon in that year that I was looking for. I think it was 2012. 2011, something like that, whenever it happened, whenever everything took place. And that in itself is extremely strange. Well, sounds like you had a good night, Fuzzy. Fuzzy says he's sleepy and sticky.
Sounds fantastic.
It does. Sounds like you had a fantastic night. I really don't know if I want to hear about. Sounds like you had fun, though. Hey, Swedish Mom, how are you? For us, it is morning, and happy Sunday. Yeah, that's strange. They definitely, took it out then. I'm sure you could start somewhere on Heart Lake Road and, go down to Street View and walk down the road, unless they took out the Street View, too. Honestly, I don't know. Because it was really odd how Camden just, wanted everyone to take it down. Because if you think about it, you're an author. Everyone loves your story. Everyone has your story on their channel, and you finally reveal yourself as the author. But I don't know, maybe this guy, he's an engineer in the story. If he is his main character, he's the engineer. He's an engineer. Has a very well-paying job. Maybe he wanted to get the rights. I know there was talks about him either reworking the story completely and just a whole different, the way things really happened, or making a movie. I think he was trying to get movie rights. And honestly, I think that's the point. Because when I published my books, they're part of the copyright thing on Amazon is you cannot have those stories anywhere on the internet. So I think what happened is his first attempt was to have everybody take it down. So that way he could get the rights to it and make a movie or write a book or something along those lines. That's at least that's what I'm thinking. And again, that's completely fair.
No, I think he was Mr. Bear, and then he went back into hiding, and he wanted to take them all down so that he could kill more kids.
So CJ says she thinks it was Mr. Bear and wanted everyone to take it all down so that he could kill more kids. And honestly, don't think that thought also didn't cross my mind. That if there really is a 6th serial killer out there, could masquerade as the author at any point in time. So, that's something else to consider as well. But I think he was trying to, when that didn't work, if he was trying to get the rights back, if that's the way it happened and it wasn't Mr. Bear, I think his second plan of attack would be this is pointless. I'm never going to be able to wipe this story from the internet. So let me have everyone remove it anyway, and I'll rewrite it. Just make a completely different story. That way, he has the rights to it again. Which is, again, that's great. That's why I'm trying to distance myself from this. I don't want, his ability to come out with a movie, which would be fucking beautiful, to be hindered because I had some fucking stalker that took on a persona of a character in that story. Most stories have a form of truth. And I think really, to be fair, and again, you've heard the entire series. I've lived the entire series. To be fair, I think the truth of this story is that Mr. Bear could be anyone. Anywhere. Because sickos and murderers and kidnappers and stuff. They exist everywhere. That's the truth of the story. That's the hidden truth. Do I think that, like, the story of 1999 is real? After everything I've seen? No, I don't. I still don't think it's real. I think that there's just some really sick fuckers out there that'll take on the persona of anything just to get attention for themselves. And if you poke around and start showing interest, it's very easy for you to become a target. Yeah, I know. You told me Abigail was good. I have to give give it a watch, because I did tell you to tell me. I remember the email and e-story. I want to give it another shot at a message. The original email is returnthebee@hotmail.com. But then later on in the 1999 series, it was paintwiththebee, I think, at Gmail. I think. You'd have to go back and like take a look at the 1999 story, because there's a bunch of updates to it now since it was originally released. So. But yeah, there's a few emails in there, and I think I'm correct on those. I would recommend you go reference his story. I don't want you to get it from me because again, I don't want Camden to be like, yeah, this guy's doing 1999, and I'm not. I'm doing my experiences with a creepypasta stalker, just kind of different. So. Oh no, Sleepy Dragon is not Queen of the Dragons. It's not Queen Dragon. Sleepy Dragon is not QD. But good association. I might do some poking myself. I've had a lot of people tell me that before. That they're going to poke around themselves. And that always makes me really nervous. Not because of anything that's going to come back on me, but I know. Listen, I'm not saying like there was anyone knocking on my door and someone was like sending like fingers in the mail and stuff, but like some of the videos and stuff that I was sent, you'll find it's later on in the series. It's like, I don't know, part 6 or something like that, part 7. It's High Definition is the title. It was called Night. It'll be titled The Terrifying Truth, part 6, High Definition. And I was working nights, and I had to get up at, it was like 6 o'clock in the evening, and go to work at like 8 o'clock after I ate dinner and did some schoolwork, and then I'd work all night and come home at like 6 o'clock after working a 9-hour shift, and like I had to go right to sleep, basically. And one day while I was sleeping, this is in one of those stories, somebody sent me a video and said, I don't know if this is real or not, but like, this guy posted an episode of Booby Playing with Scissors, which is the episode in Camden's story where the hand puppet show, they force a child's hand into view and say, be careful playing with scissors, it's dangerous, and then they take the scissors.
I'm literally reading about that right now.
And cutting off the boy's fingers. And it's like the episode that, like, you know, that no one's ever been able to find. It's in police custody, blah blah blah. And again, do I think this was the real episode of Booby Playing with Scissors? No. Do I think it was a real video? Absolutely. 100%. I listen, when you cut somebody deep enough, first off, you ain't just snipping off somebody's fingers. It's bone. You're going to have to work and crunch at it. And when you do, the blood's not just going to come spurting out. In fact, you're just going to see meat for a few seconds, maybe even like 30 seconds before it starts to trickle blood. Then the blood will start coming. But that's how the human body works, and it's something that isn't really emulated in like movies. There's a difference. You can tell real gore from fake. And waking up at 6 o'clock in the afternoon being like, well, what's this? And then like watching this video of this poor screaming child. And like the first time I watched it, I had to turn it off. I couldn't even watch it. And I went to work and everything. And when I came home though, I forced myself to watch it because I knew I had to tell people. I did not include the video in that story. So you will not see that video in that story. Even though like all the videos I talk about, you'll see like there's the actual video evidence. That one I don't include. That one though I do include in the background the audio so you can hear it. And that's disturbing enough to the point where I give warnings and I put in timestamps. I put on timestamps. So if you want to just skip it, you can skip it. And I even warn you in the story, hey, this is what's going to happen. I put timestamps in the story. If you want to skip this part, go ahead and skip it. Please don't report me. It's not anything you're going to miss, and you're not going to miss any part of the story. So you don't have to listen to this. So you will be fully able to skip it if you want. But I feel it's not fair to talk about it if you're not going to also present the evidence that you found. But it's shit like that. No, I don't want that shit again. I came home, I showed Danny. Danny was living with us at the time. He had to turn it off. Couldn't watch the whole thing. So no, stuff like that, not fun. Like videos of even people just playing around and showing like a montage of how they killed 6 kids by poisoning them. It's not fun. The thought of it is disturbing, especially if you don't know if it's real or fake for sure. Yeah, this one, I'm not saying it's real. I'm not saying it's not. That's the truth, because it's presented exactly the way it is in the story and exactly what I talk about in the next thing. Because there's Mr. Bear is one guy. It's one guy. So there's a hand up top playing with talkies. He's talking. And then there's another hand also talking with him. It's, don't play with scissors. The child's hand is forced into position, and there's no way that one hand would be able to hold the child still while the other one is just going at it with scissors. That's not how that would work. Wouldn't work that way. So you'll see. It's just, you never know. But it's presented exactly the way it is in the story, and even proves the evidence that I talk about in the next video.
I don't make CJ feel uncomfortable thinking I'm taking pictures of her while she's sleeping. Good. But I like
the red tablecloth, everything.
I really wanted to show them when they woke up.
And I've seen a lot of fake videos of like booby and stuff like that. But this one was, again, the only one where I'd be able to say I don't know if this one's real or not. Like I said, Fuzzy, I will be putting in timestamps. There will be warnings for this video, and you do not have to listen to it. Nobody does. But I will say this, everybody wants horror. This is a horror channel. I'm sorry if it's terrifying and disturbing, but like, welcome to horror. And again, not saying it's real. It looks real, but that doesn't mean it is. So, yes, if I knew there was like, if it was for sure, I wouldn't present it at all. At all. So, is it possible? Yeah. But there is enough doubt in my mind that I will be willing enough to at least present the audio to you guys. I would do that. But I would not risk showing anyone the video. Well, eat good foods, Swedish Mom, and enjoy. And thank you for stopping in. It's been fun. And thank you for coming last night. I'm actually really glad that you made it for that story. Especially, again, if you haven't heard this quote-unquote series before, again, like the Locust Lakes, it's really awesome that you're here to hear these for the first time. That's actually really cool. I remember when I first made this channel and I decided not just to re-upload the Locust Lakes, I was going to redo them from the very beginning, all of them. And I did, too. There's like 40 videos, so many voice lines, so many sound effects. And I remember, like, there's people that were so happy that those were going back up because they all loved the Locust Lakes. But there was also people that had never heard them before. And I knew when I started putting these up, like, you're going to like these stories. I promise. They're completely different from anything you've ever heard before. You're going to like these a lot. Very confident. It was just neat to watch that fan base kind of grow again. And people that love the Locust Lakes. And it's the same thing with this. This quote-unquote series had a lot of followers. And I think as you listen to them, just like the Locust Lakes, you're gonna see why. They're a little bit different than just about anything that I've done or anybody else really has. They borderline on documentary.
A long loaf of bread at ShopRite and a half a gallon of milk. 150 and 275.
Well, and again, it's not just about, like, I can handle gore and stuff too, at least in movies. I don't like real gore. I don't. But when you have somebody pretending to be a child killer sending you your address, like, they know where you live, and they're threatening your child, that's a terrifying position to be in. So, that's what I'm afraid of. But then again, my kids aren't 4 years old anymore. Everybody knows Kung Fu. Elf's like, hell yeah, I'm a ninja master. Well, again, I would recommend Swedish Mom. Just come back as I redo them. There's 9 more episodes in the quote series. God bless you. And these are going to be presented with the video evidence. So, like, if you go and you listen to them now on the compilation video, you'll get the narration, you'll get the story, but you're not going to get any of the, like, visual representation to back up all the things that I'm saying. And also, there's no timestamp in that part of high definition in the compilation video. There is no timestamp. So they'll tell you to skip ahead, but you're not going to know where to skip ahead to. So, like, again, just, if you want, just wait until I re-release them, and that'll probably be the best way to listen to them. And you get to go through them one by one. Oh no, and I appreciate it, Sleepy Dragon. I will be careful. Very much so. I've obviously since taken precautions. I don't appreciate the thoughts of stalkers. I have avenues and methods I can pursue to keep everybody safe. And again, I think things are so died down now. I haven't seen anyone, anywhere. Before, when this dude was, everybody was pretending to be Mr. Bear. There was like 14 Mr. Bears on the internet. Now, I haven't seen anybody doing that shit in years. Years. Since Camden Lamont had everybody take down their 1999 videos in the past, like, 3 years, if you go search 1999 on YouTube, 1999 Creepypasta, you're going to see, like, not Mr. Creepypasta, not Creeps and stuff like that, but you're going to see, like, 100 different channels have re-uploaded this now. So it leads me to believe that maybe, and again, doesn't mean I'm reading 1999. Camden Lamont emailed me specifically and asked me to take it down. I'm not doing that again. I'm retitling these. I'm going to distance them as much as I can, and I'm not going to redo the original 1999 series. If you want to listen to it, if you haven't listened to it, I highly recommend that you do. Because it's fucked up, and it will give you reference to all the things that I'm talking about in what I'm talking. You got to remember, the guy is pretending to be the main villain from this series. So hearing about all the stuff that this guy was doing, and that this gives you insight into the guy that I was kind of like up against, which was just a fucking whacktard in a bear costume. The cave. It's in the cave. Some Rax shotgun. I mean, yep. Don't need a permit for a shotgun. But trust me, if things start getting weird, I'm immediately going into defense mode. I'm not dealing with this again. But then nobody's been pretending to be Mr. Bear. There's no more fan art. There's no more fan fictions. There's no more emails coming in. So I think things now have died down to a point, or especially if I retitle these and distance them from the 1999 series, I feel like any sickos still lingering around that story, it's going to be very, very hard for them to locate me. I have a different channel name. These are under a different title. Good luck. I don't even have nearly as many subscribers as I used to. YouTube doesn't even promote me anymore. So... That's awesome, Sleepy Dragon. I think I do too. I have 2 Google Drives. One is with all of like my sides, like my stories and side stories, and then like not side stories. It's all like it's 1999. And I think that one's narrated by Creeps McPasta that I uploaded, and then I have my narrations of the updates, and then my narrations of like the Caledon Local 21, the history of Caledon Local 21 to give like backstory, and then the terrifying truth, and then the Caledon 21 profile, and then it goes through like what happened like in order. There's like 13 videos in there, and then I have another Google Drive folder that has all the side stories, the lost episode story that I wrote, Lost and Found, the one that took place at that carnival. Those stories, people like you would say, I'm going to investigate this, or something happened to me as a child that I just remembered because of what you were talking about. And so if it was like creepy enough and had enough substance, I would ask that person, can I write a story based on your experiences? And they would say yes. So like the lost episodes, people would keep telling me about lost booby episodes and Mr. Bear's cellar episodes and stuff that they would see. Like, I saw this and that as a kid. Well, I took like the 3 most believable and like interesting enough ones and basically made a lost episodes video. It was a half an hour long, and it was like 3 or 4 like miniature episodes of like Mr. Bear's cellar and stuff like that, that was as described by this person. So these stories aren't mine to tell, but they do come from somebody else's supposed experiences. So even those have some theoretical truth behind them. Yeah, the one about the carnival, Lost and Found. That was a girl that told me about when she went to like a fair with her mother and like creepy Mr. Bear stuff happened. So I wrote a story about it, but that was like something that somebody told me, and I asked them permission if I could write a story based on their experiences. And then I asked for like details and like time of day and stuff like that so I could make it as accurate as possible. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the link. The cave. How do I see all the pins? Pinned messages. Stories lost to time. Stories based on true events. Stories lost to time. Oh, this one has the old booby episodes. Wow. Has Hibernate. It has all the old Mr. Bear shit. I didn't even realize I had this still. The Bee Returns, the Halloween special, Lost and Found MP4, Caledon Local 21 AVI. That was the intro video. Caledon 21, there was something in the woods. Lost episodes. There's something in the woods part 2. Hare and Hunter, lost episode. I saw Mr. Bear. I survived Mr. Bear. My brother disappeared 15 years ago. And the year was 1991. And they also have Revelations in Tartarus in here. But I've redone that on my channel. But yeah, I can't believe I have all these old booby episodes. And they're not that one that I was talking about. These are the ones that were uploaded on the Caledon Local 21 YouTube channel. I can't believe I saved those. But yeah, here you go. That's the link to that drive. So this one I did make sure to put in order. I don't have the Hidden Truth. I can't find it, and I can't find local television. Those ones I actually might have to repost the narration if I can't find the stories. So just be prepared for those two. That might happen. So hope that helps. No, not a problem. Not a problem. Like I said, they're all in there. I can't believe I saved the booby episodes in the Mr. Bear cellar and stuff. That's kind of awesome.
Ooh.
I saved hibernating. I don't think I saved the one where he brought all the kids up to the treehouse, though. But I believe I have that in the video that I did about it. And I think that was the third one that I did. I think that's I'm Responsible. The Terrifying Truth Part 3, I'm Responsible. I think that's the one where he brought all the kids up for the wintertime into the treehouse. And I believe the video is still part of that, like, narration of that video. So I can just download the video, do the narration, and then I'm going to put the new narration to the old video. So, which would be nice, because some of those videos, I'm like, the narrations are so bad. I sucked back then. At least some of the earlier ones. Like, the second generation, the Terrifying Truth, that's not so bad. But to go back and listen to the Caledon Local 21 profile, that's so bad. That needs to be reread. I am probably going to smoke this cigarette and work on ending the stream. In about 9 minutes, I've been on for an hour. So I just want to give you a heads up. If you have any more questions or anything, feel free to let me know. I think I'm in that else. Oh, yes, someone else uploaded that. I saw that. I think I still have Creepses. To tell you that Creeps McPasta. It says by Elliot. I don't know. Might not be him. I'd like to find Creepses again. Because honestly, I think that his was just the best. So. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and post the link, I'll take the link. There's people in this house that need to listen to 1999 because they've never heard it. And then eventually at some point, not today, but at some point we're going to put on Pen Pal and I'm going to watch CJ cry.
Doubt.
We'll see. We'll see. It's like, I'm a dinosaur. I don't have a heart. Dinosaurs don't have hearts. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I just don't have tear ducts.
Either way, it's a good story. I know you'll love Pen Pal. It's a great, great story. That's another one of my favorites. Pen Pal, 1999, Binary, DNA, and Kosciuszko, Texas are probably like my 4 favorite creepypastas ever. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah. That one is my old narration, but it's with the music and stuff. I took a lot of time with that video, that story. And I actually reached out to the author just to make sure he was cool with me posting it. And, like, Dathan Orbach is such a nice guy. And I did fangirl a little bit when I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. Because I love Pen Pal. I love Pen Pal. But yeah, no, he was totally cool with it. So, it's all up on my channel. That's actually the most watched video on my channel. I can, let's see how many views it has.
Like I said, you have any
Analytics.
My dad was
2,900, almost 3,000 views. It's my father. Just not to answer it right now. I will call my father back when the stream is over, since we're almost done. So. Yeah, you did. I know you cried. You did DM your reactions. That's a good story. I love that story. So. But yeah, the full video is up on my channel, and it's actually one of the first videos I posted when I started this channel, and it's up to just about 3,000 views now, and it is still one of the most watched videos of my channel. Like an hour ago, there was no views on my channel except one. One person was watching one video, and it was Pen Pal. 6 years after I uploaded it. Pen Pal is a very popular story, and I'm not being vain, but my version is the one I enjoy the best. I did a really good job with it. So, yes, my version. You should listen. Thank you. Like I said, I really liked the story, and I reached out to, like, after the fact, but still reached out to the author and whatnot. Like, I obviously just wanted to do the story like a lot of justice. And everybody does Pen Pal. Back then, when their narration creepypastas were huge, everybody's channel was like, it was like the Pen Pal challenge. You weren't a real narrator until you've narrated Pen Pal. Everybody had Pen Pal on their channel. So I wanted mine to be a little bit more standout, a little bit more emotion behind it, a little bit more thought, effort, and love put into it, and also upload the entire thing at once, because that was something I'd never seen anyone do. I'd seen everybody put up the videos, and then some people would put up a compilation of all of their videos, but I didn't do that. I did the entire 3-hour fucking thing and uploaded it all at once.
Yeah, I knew it.
So I'm still very proud. Wow. But yeah, nostalgia bomb for sure. Redoing that story for last night was like taking a trip back in time. And I really hope stalkers don't find me again. So I really don't want to continue the series. I mean, I still got Memory Man fucking shit to release. I have to write it out, but release it. So there's more of that coming too. I don't know if I can do it tonight. Tonight's date night with my wife and stuff, and I got 2 jobs lined up for tomorrow, so I'm going to be a little bit busy. But maybe sometime throughout the week or next weekend, yeah, I'm all about it. I'd be all about it. But maybe throughout the day today, I might just throw it on in the background, because I love that story, and it's been forever since I've heard it.
Finally got a screen date.
Oh yeah.
Yes, please do. You can absolutely send DMs.
I want to read
Yeah.
the subtitles.
And I very much recommend, and you know I don't do this at all. Like, I never say, you should re-listen to this from the beginning. It's such an asinine thing to say. But I'll tell you this, like, when Sombra came in last night, halfway through the story, that's what I mean. Like, I don't usually say this, but if you have not listened to last night's story from start to finish, you need to. It is the story to listen to on my channel. In fact, I was talking to Lilith about this last night. I used to consider 1999 and Locust Lake the flagship stories of my channel. Flagship. If you really want to break it down, for my old channel, Sociopathic Pasta, the Locust Lakes didn't get nearly as many views as the Stalker series videos did, the ones that were going on. Locust Lakes I love. They have a personal place for me. I love writing those. That's why they're like such a big deal on my channel, and a lot of people do like them. But this old series was responsible by itself for at least 50% of my 20,000 subscribers. This is the story you want to listen to. This series is the flagship series of my old channel. If there's anything on my channel you listen to, especially if you've heard the Locust Lakes, you need to go and listen to last night's story.
I got 2 pockets. I got a drink, and I got a new bubble, and I got balloons.
'Tis important, not like super. You will be intrigued, and when the story ends, you'll also know, like, there's 9 more of these coming. Like, this isn't the end. This is the beginning. This is how it started, and I'm telling you, it came out very well. I honestly think that you'll be enthralled. Oh, it won't let you post the link. Give it to me into Discord. You're not a mod. It won't let you post links. Just throw it on the Discord, Sleepy Dragon. I'll take it. So.
Oh. 8.
I love you guys. I really do. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to head out. Unless you guys have anything else you want to throw in there, have any questions for me, I will say that, I'll stick around for an extra couple of minutes, just to make sure you guys don't have any questions for me. I understand that after releasing last night's story, again, I've had no one creepy reach out to me, but I have gotten more comments, reactions, and people reaching out to me asking about this than I have in the past 6 years. So if you guys do have any questions for me or anything, I'm going to stick around for a minute and let you go ahead and formulate those, punch them in, or, let me know that you're good for now. And then again, if you have any questions for me beyond that, you can always reach out to me on Discord and stuff like that. But I understand there's a lot of curiosity and intrigue that come with this story. And now it's not just the intrigue of the story itself, it's also, how does this make Sabian feel? How do you feel returning to this? I get it. So I don't want to leave anybody in the dark.
I just figured this would be easy.
I'll roll cigarettes for everybody while I wait. And then if there's no more questions or anything, I'll go ahead and I'll say goodbye and I'll end the stream.
We're enjoying cigarettes right now.
Well, I'm going to roll 3 anyway, so I give these people time. Go ahead. Now stop and let your fingers do.
I asked for one more cigarette.
Okay. Dog lover is good for now. That's fair. And again, I will go as far as to say that's possibly because you haven't listened to the story yet. If and when you do, you're gonna have questions. You're gonna have concerns. You can reach out to me and I will get back to you. I'm not gonna leave you in the dark or hanging.
What are they putting in that water supply?
I'll try and be there as much to react to you guys and talk to you guys about this as much as I can.
You do them better than I do. I make them pregnant caterpillars.
But yeah, a little difficult for me to return to. Hesitant for me to return to. But just as much fun and exciting for me to return to as well. There's a big part of me that, isn't scared. It's just really, really, really excited to re-release these for you guys.
At first I was feeling nuts. I couldn't find my meds I was doing. I'll do it later.
So, in fact, Dog Lover, when the stream ends, I'm going to send you a link to the video so you can just pin it to your DMs like you usually do.
There you go.
Thank you.
At CJ.
You and your little bag of Lucky Charms.
With a bag of Lucky Charms. Testicle free.
Testicle free charms.
Testicle free.
They are no longer the Lucky Nut charms.
Lucky Nut Charms. That's a story for another day. Now dog lover's like, I have questions.
I have questions.
Can't think of any right now. Just curious about the coming stories. Yeah, I mean that's fair. I did reach out to Doughboy about Confronting Evil, Part 7. He's been sick for a few days, but he does expect that to be soon. So if it does not come out at the end of this month, which I apologize, we'll just get 2 Confronting Evils next month. If it's not out at the end of this month.
I was just laying with everybody, relaxing. Oh, stretch the legs.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Thank you.
You can relax your legs now. Oh, chicken legs.
I mean, again, that way, you guys, if you want to listen to that old series, you're more than welcome to. I mean, I did put the series up. I just didn't upload it to my YouTube channel. Mostly because I just didn't want to get in trouble. But, I don't want to screw things up. Yep. Yes, you do. But I want to reassure you, Part 7's coming out soon. So. Doughboy is working on it. He just got a little ill. So I actually might just do the Caledon 21 profile for next weekend. And just do the second video to the sequel to the one I put up last night. I just might do Part 2. Because I'm still waiting on that. And, I mean, I could always do the next No End House. I could do No End House Part 2. Because I have to start writing Part 3. Return to No End House is a Mr. Creepypasta exclusive. I have looked for that story everywhere, and you can't find it anywhere. It was written specifically for him and his channel. You can read the first 2, the first 2 parts, but you can't read the final part of No End House because it's only for his channel. So what I've always wanted to do No End House, but I don't like starting something and not finishing it. So my solution is to read the first 2 parts and then write my own 3rd part, my own finale. So.
What if they have the house place to put it on their indoor garage sale?
So lots of good stuff coming to the channel. I could, like I said, put those up. I have a new Memory Man I got to get written. I got that Friday the 13th fan fiction story that Doughboy wrote me. I haven't even started that yet. I got things that I can narrate, but I still think I might put up the Caledon 21 profile next week.
The other one. So I get 2 to load. It's just easier that way. And those I can just first stack.
No such thing. No, I'm good. That way. There you go. Welcome. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to head out. Seems that everybody is good, unlike the Mr. Bear Curiosity for now. But I think I'm going to come out with that part 2 video for next week too. So and I might even do that up today because it's only that one's actually a short read. That video is only going to be like 15 minutes long. And these stories, I'll say this, they're the only Saturday videos I've ever done that don't have sound effects. But again, realism. I wanted them to be realistic. That's why I never put sound effects in these. So these are just going to be easier to put together. So I might even just go ahead and put that up today. Get it done today. And get ahead. That will actually help me get ahead a lot because it's such an easy story to read. And because I already have the video for it and I'm really interested in the series again, it'll go really quick. So I love you guys. Have a fantastic day. Be safe out there. Please, Sleepy Dragon, if you're going to go poking around, please be careful. Use a Tor browser or a VPN. Get a proxy. And don't... Be careful. Watch your IP address is all I can say. Because I'm pretty sure that's how everything happened for me. I didn't realize that until I wrote the next story and found out other things through IP addresses. And that's when it was like, oh, yep, same thing very easily could have happened to me. So just be careful. I love you guys. Be safe. Enjoy your Sunday, relax, and above all else, stay creepy. Bye-bye. You better be careful.